Welcome to Rotten Damians. Today we are discussing Just kidding, I couldn't help myself. Today we are discussing Invincibles Evil Superman, Omni Man. In a world polluted by Marvel and DC, it's refreshing to get a new take on the traditional superhero tropes, hence the success of The Boys. Invincible initially looks like a parody of DC's Justice League. The group of superheroes are named the Guardians of the Globe, and they are a blatant spin-off of the main Justice League members. For example, War Woman is a spin-off of Wonder Woman. This video, however, will discuss the spin-off of Superman. His name is Omni Man. So without further ado, let's get into Invincibles Evil Superman. Evil Superman has been done a plethora of times. We've seen it in the DC universe, the CW universe, and hell, even Sony tried it, but in my opinion, none of them truly captured the essence of Evil Superman. The DC and CW universe are too family oriented, so although they have a dark atmosphere, Superman is usually depicted as being mind controlled by some villain or kryptonite. There are also no consequences within these universes, so if somebody is offed, they will come back to life by the end of the movie. This makes it a very tame and non-real portrayal. Real life is tragic, evil people exist, and the acts they commit have consequences. Sony's Brightburn acknowledges this, and although their Evil Superman is truly evil and his actions have consequences, I don't think the movie spent enough time on the backstory and psychology of the character. Instead, they focused on gory kills, which is okay, but it leads to a somewhat unsatisfying and unmotivated end. But this is where Invincible and Omni Man pick up the slack and create a truly bone-rattling and tragic Evil Superman. Invincible Season 1 has 8 episodes that average a 50-minute runtime. This gives them a ton of time to flesh out Omni Man. Omni Man is an alien from the planet Viltrumite. He poses as a hero on Earth and says that his planet sent him there to protect them from supervillains and alien invasions. He stays true to his word and protects the Earth for more than 20 years, during which he marries his wife Debbie and raises his now 18-year-old son, Mark. Omni Man, or Nolan Grayson, is painted as this perfect individual. He's good looking, he loves his wife, hence he's willing to fly across the world to get takeout she enjoys. He loves his son, hence he is training him in his new superpowers. The government and Guardians of the Globe call on him when in need because he's the most powerful and indestructible hero on the planet. The people love him and sleep easy at night knowing that he's up in the sky. Until one day, he seemingly randomly offs the entire Guardians of the Globe. It's a brutal display, and oddly enough it happens at the end of episode 1. So for the entirety of the season you sit wondering, was he mind controlled? Was it some type of weird mineral controlling him? There's no way Omni Man would murder his friends, the protectors of the planet. Robert Kirkman and the creators knew exactly what they were doing. They played into the typical evil Superman trope, making us think that Omni Man is not evil and there is some bigger force controlling him. But there isn't. He is simply evil. The Viltrumites are a war alien race who send their troops to planets where they pose as protectors, but their true purpose is to infiltrate and slowly weaken the society so that they can easily rule the planet. This is what Omni Man does by wiping out the Guardians of the Globe. And to me, this concept is absolutely terrifying. More terrifying than any horror movie. In horror movies, the villain is usually obvious and upfront, so we know that we should hate them and root for the innocent. But Omni Man is a hidden monster. Throughout the show he's painted as this awesome person and you kinda root for him. But then he betrays you and shows his true colors. In the crime world, they say that you should immediately shoot your victim and not hear them out. It's better to not know who you're offing. But Omni Man spent 20 years on Earth. He got to know thousands of people, married someone he supposedly loved, and even had a son. He did this all with the intention that one day he would rise up and murder millions for the sake of his people owning one more planet. This is Evil Superman done right, and it is absolutely terrifying. And the worst part of all of this is that I somewhat understand why he's doing what he's doing. Don't get me wrong, I don't support what he's doing, and he is definitely deranged in his elitist beliefs. But imagine being raised on a planet where only the strongest survive. From a young age, you are tested to fight to the death to prove your worth. Everyone around you is tough and rewarded for taking over other planets. You know nothing else. As a young Viltrumite, you have not experienced the world. You want success, you want your name to be known. So, you do as everyone else on your planet and follow orders. You go to Earth with the intention of ruling it. Again, I'm not saying I support him or that he's even a good guy, but it makes sense why he's doing what he's doing. It's a well-defined motive and it really enhances Invincible's terrifying evil Superman portrayal. In closing, Invincibles Evil Superman Omni Man is absolutely terrifying because they took the time to develop his character and they made him a hidden monster. Lastly, Marvel, DC, you're cool, and I can't wait for Invincible Season 2. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow and for me to reach my goals.